In preparing for this, it was interesting, like how you process certain things. And if you don't mind, tell about the dream you had after your close friend's suicide.
So I've periods of very vivid dreams. I'm going through them right now. For whatever reason, my brain just dreams very intensely, like very intensely. When I wake up, I remember almost all my dreams, and if I start one dream, I can almost web them and tell you all 8 that I had, or 8, at least remind you of 8. So I had a dream. My buddy, one of my best friends, a guy I've known since we were 14. He was probably 12 at the time when I first met him. I was better friends with his brother at the time. He committed suicide, and I had a very vivid dream of Jason Biggs and his wife, Jenny Mollen, had just had a baby in real life. And I was in their car with them driving to my buddy's parents' house. And I was in the back seat with their baby in the thing, and he was crying, and they were trying to calm him down, but I could translate his crying. And it was my buddy. It was my buddy in the baby's body. And he was like, "What's happening? Where am I?" And I was like, "Croy?" And he was like, "Bert?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, where am I?" I said, "Oh, you're in a baby's body. Like, you've been reincarnated, I guess. You're in a baby's body. Your parents are Jason Biggs, the guy from American Pie, and Jenny Mollen. She's an actress too. She's really big on Instagram." He's like, "Wait, how did I get here?" And I went, "Oh, you killed yourself." He was like, "I did?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "How?" I said, I think you were pretty up. I think you had been partying for a couple days and you did it in a hotel room." He's like, "Oh, He's like, "How's my brother doing?" And I said, not good. No one's dealing with it. He's like, "How about my parents?" I said, "They're not good either." And he was like, "Well, wait, how bad?" And I said, it's pretty bad. I said, "We're going to their house to have dinner right now." And he's like, "For real?" And I said, "Yeah." And so we went in, and Croy's parents are awesome. They're like really awesome. They're really fun people. And Joycey, his mom's like, she doesn't care about celebrity, but she thinks it's cool. And like, the fact that you're doing big things, it's not lost on her. So the fact that we were bringing Jason Biggs and Jenny Mollen to their house was cool, and Joyce was really into it. And I was sitting, and Croy's dad's a big personality, and he was just holding court. But the whole time, Croy is in the bassinet or whatever, and he's like, "I want to talk to my mom." And the baby's crying, but only I can understand him. And he's like, "Bert, let me talk to my mom." And Joycey's going, "Tell that baby to calm down." And he's crying. He's like, "Mom, it's me. Please, please, Mom." And she's like, "Come here, give me this baby." And she holds the baby, who's Croy. And he starts saying, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mom. I f***ed up. I f***ed up. I wish I was there, and I'm sorry I put you through this. Dad, I'm so sorry." And then Benny leans over, and he's like talking to the baby, and Benny says, "It's okay, buddy. It's okay. We're all gonna be fine." And they forgave. So stupid. They forgave Croy for this mistake he made by taking his own life. And I witnessed all of it. And all of a sudden there's closure for Croy and for his parents and for me. And then I wake up and I'm sobbing, crying. And Leanne's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, just one of the craziest dreams I've ever had in my entire life. But yeah, I ended up telling that to Comedy Central. I sold a show on it. Isn't that crazy? I swear to God. I just cried to Comedy Central in a room, and they're like, "We'll do 10 episodes." I swear to God.
Okay, so what do you think's responsible for you dealing with stuff in that way?
I don't know. I do lucid dreaming, so I can control my dreams at times. I had a dream that I was I was on stage, and I look over and there's 4 dudes in Klan outfits, and then I look down and I'm in a Klan outfit, but my mask's up so you can see my face. And I'm like, "What the f***?" And it's an audience full of black people. And I was like, "I gotta get the f*** out of here. This is gonna be bad. This is a bad look. If these people see this, I'm going viral." And then this voice on the loudspeaker goes, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Click Clack Clan. And we start tap dancing. And we're so good that everyone sees past the clan outfits and they're just losing their minds. They're like, yeah, it's a real dream. It's a real, I have 35 of them that I recorded when I was doing the show with Comedy Central, and they are wild. I mean, wild. They would get so outrageous that I was like, I mean, like, I've had insane dreams, and I love it. I love dreaming. I love dreaming. It's kind of what I love about marijuana, because marijuana will tell you so people that don't like marijuana don't like the fact that they don't have control over it. Because sometimes if you're high and then you're in bed, your brain will go like, I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I gotta hit a horse with a shovel. And you're like, wait, who said that? And then you're like, weed, what the f are you doing? But that's also what happens when you start dreaming. When you're dreaming, you're in bed going like, I got a busy day, I gotta put flippers on a dog. And you're like, wait, what? Oh, I'm getting ready to dream. And so I love when weed does that to me in bed.
Why have you said you wish you didn't do so many drugs early on?
You mean like, oh, in like college?
Yeah.
I don't know, I never did drugs the way like dudes do drugs. Like I always just did them, I guess because that's what we were doing. You know, like I wasn't searching them out. I never was like, yo, we need to have Coke, we need to get Coke tonight. Yeah. I was the guy in the room where they had Coke and I was like, I didn't want to be the guy saying no. And so I was like, okay. I mean, I wish I had more of a backbone. I mean, I wish I'd never done acid. That's the dumbest drug in the f***ing world. I did mushrooms a bunch, but never was I searching it out. I mean, ecstasy was something every time I took, I was like, I'd have a panic attack and go, as soon as you eat the pill, you're like, I hope I don't die. There's no taking this back, you know? And so, and even weed, I had bad experiences with weed, and I really just found my relationship with marijuana recently. And I love what it can do for you. It's such a sweet lover. But yeah, like I just wish I never needed them. I never needed them. I mean, I never needed alcohol to be myself. I could be myself without anything and have a great time.